The air left my lungs, all of it. Degeiko in Chiang Mai, 50 years old. I walked into the gym as a stranger, and what was waiting for me was a defeat so complete. All I could do was laugh. But on the way home, something hit me, and it turned the meaning of the humiliation upside down. Hello, this is Masa from the Rolling Dead. I started Jiu-Jitsu at 43 and a brown belt at 50. I still remember the first time I did Degeiko as a white belt. The moment I walked in, I could feel the eyes, unfamiliar faces looking at the stranger who just showed up. But the second they saw my white belt, I felt the attention just fade. Oh, a white belt. Nobody said that. I just decided that's what they were thinking, and I lost confidence on my own. Once I get a colored belt, I'll be able to stand on the mat with my head up. I was so naive. I genuinely believed that back then. But when I finally got the colored belt, a different kind of pressure took over. What if they see right through me and realize I'm just an imposter? What if I lose and disgrace my sensei, my dojo, everyone who congratulated me with this belt? Nobody said those things to me, but my own insecurity kept raising the bar on its own. Now that I'm brown belt, I won't pretend that pressure is gone, but it's much lighter, because I've stopped thinking of Degeiko as a place to prove myself or a place to feed my ego. It's a chance, a rare one, to bring back just one new discovery. This trip to Chiang Mai was the last gift before everything gets hard. 2 months out from the Asia Championship, a real training camp was coming, the kind that grinds you down. But not yet. This was a quiet before that. But if I took a full break, my body would go soft. The weight would creep up. Degeiko in Chiang Mai to keep engine running. One rule above everything else: stay safe. The higher the belt, the harder strangers come at you. Maybe I don't look my age. A lot of people hit me full throat from the very first round. But winning and losing, I don't care about that. On new discovery, bring that home. That's what makes a Degeiko day a success. On the way to the gym, there was a good kind of tension in the air. The gym was open, good airflow, natural light pouring through the windows. I started warming up, and the bad tension started to leave. Sparring started. The mat was full of guys who looked heavier than me. One of them, maybe 30 kilos more. Please, just let me have the top. That hope disappeared on the first exchange. Double leg takedown. By the time I realized what happened, I was already inside control. The frame I fought to build snapped like a toothpick. Crashed. The air leaving my lungs, slowly, all of it. One tap, then another. Under that weight, I couldn't find a way out anywhere. I felt like the feeling in sandwich, stuck between a huge body and the mat. Shrimp escape, bridge, nothing worked. I might have just set a personal record for most taps in a single day. Nothing worked. Training was over. I don't know how many times I tapped. Normally, that would feel awful. But when I stepped outside, the Chiang Mai air hit me. It felt fresh, somehow clean. I was hungry, thirsty. We went to eat. 2 months to the competition, I shouldn't be adding weight. My head knew that, but I ate. I drank. Guilty. The coffee in Chiang Mai is good too. I forgot about time. Just sat there and slowly finished a cup. I admitted to my wife, who was sitting right next to me. Nothing worked. She said the same thing back, and laughter just spilled out. I realized something. Again, Jiu-Jitsu isn't only about winning and losing. A day when nothing worked. The food tasted even better than usual. Coffee time felt even more peaceful. This heat, I didn't mind it at all. Maybe there are things you can only see after a complete defeat. It's okay to have a day when nothing works. I couldn't do anything today. Say it quietly to the person sitting next to you on the mat between rounds. Man, I got destroyed again. Mutter it while you are changing. When you hold it alone, the pain keeps growing inside. It starts pushing you down. But the moment you put that feeling into words and let it out, something strange happens. What felt like total despair starts turning into something you can laugh about. You don't need to put yourself down. You don't need to give up the hunger to win next time. Just say it out loud. The version of yourself that couldn't do anything today. It's not giving up. It's a small ritual, acknowledgement of reality, and making yourself just a little lighter. Say it, laugh, eat, and we go back to the mat. Becoming a brown belt has taught me something, slowly, gradually. Even on the days when nothing works, we are growing, by millimeters. Without fail, we just can't see it ourselves. The reason I could laugh at the cafe, it wasn't because I gave up. It was because I understood correctly that the sea of Jiu-Jitsu is vast, far too vast. Degeiko reminds me of that every time. I am always a frog in a well. I go outside, see how wide it really is, feel something close to despair, and still go back to the mat. We are rolling dead. If you've had a day when nothing worked, that's okay. I want to hear about it. Who destroyed you? How did it happen? There are only lessons in that answer. Start by putting yourself out there in the comments. Thank you for watching. Os.